Hey, what's up guys? Wayne the Paperback Pleb here, back again with my second video ever. Now, I wanted to delve into Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. Now, I'm a completely new reader when it comes to Brandon Sanderson. My brother-in-law has been trying to get me to read The Way of Kings forever. It's his favorite book of all time when it comes to fantasy, and he's a heavy fantasy reader, and I've just been putting it off. I actually thought Brandon Sanderson was kind of a local celebrity because he does live in Utah, and he has taught at a college in Utah, and so I thought he was just a popular writer in Utah itself, but he's basically the modern Tolkien after looking into more and more of his works, and that's because I have kind of taken a break from reading but gotten back into it this past year, and so I figured I'd give Mistborn a good solid try as my first book that I experienced from Brandon Sanderson, and I just wanted to show some of my thoughts, or share some of my thoughts about this book with you all and Brandon Sanderson's writing style. I'm going to be keeping it spoiler free. I'm only going to share bits and pieces that will not spoil anything for you. Now, first off, what I like about it, I think Brandon Sanderson as a writer, I feel like he always writes with the perfect amount of detail. He doesn't write with fluff. He just describes exactly what you need to know, just enough to where you can imagine it in your mind, and it's detailed just to the perfect degree. You don't feel like he's over describing things or under describing things. I feel like it's just the perfect amount, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Another thing, I love the magic system in this book. Now, I had heard a little bit about how Brandon Sanderson is the master of creating magic systems in the fantasy genre, and I was like, man, it can't be that good, can it? And Mistborn with allomancy, which is ingesting metals in order to utilize specific powers associated with those metals. Man, is it cool. It feels rooted in science in a weird way. It feels like it could be a real thing, and that it makes sense, and you're consistently throughout this novel learning about allomancy, and there's always something new to learn about it, and I really do enjoy that. I'm about 2/3 of the way through with Mistborn, by the way. I forgot to mention that at the start. I am 2/3 through. I think I'm on chapter 19. I have a little bit more left. So these are my first impressions, which I thought would be interesting, and then I'll probably post a review of the book overall. So yeah, anyways, with that tangent out of the way, I do like the magic system. It's not overhyped whatsoever. It's really cool, and I do appreciate it, and I enjoy learning more about it. I do enjoy the characters. I feel like I'm getting to know a wide cast of characters, and each of them have their own unique personalities, and they are likable. Obviously, I love Kelsier. I'm sure he's a fan favorite from what I've experienced. He's got a cool personality. He's got a really cool backstory, and you want to know more about him throughout most of the book. He just seems like a really good guy so far, and he is a badass, to be completely honest. And he's just a warrior, man. So I think the characters are great. I love the character arc of Vin specifically, because she kind of starts out as a blank slate almost. Like, there's not much of her left. She's kind of beaten down, downtrodden. She's just trying to survive, and then you watch her grow and into some really positive ways, and you get to see her personality flourish the more you read. I think she's extremely likable too. Those are my two highlights when it comes to characters. It's awesome. Is there anything else that I'm missing? Yeah, those are the main things that I've really appreciated so far in this book. I also do like how this has kind of like overall, it feels like a massive heist, a heist novel, a heist movie, so to speak, and I do like that. It's cool going through the planning process and how they're going to execute it, and there's a ton on the line. The stakes are high. That's really cool too. The only gripe with the book so far is I feel like the first third of it is pretty slow, to be honest. First third to maybe a half is pretty slow, but it's entertaining enough. Like, it's just a wee bit too slow for me personally, but not to the point where it impacted me wanting to read further or read more of the novel itself. So, but that was literally my only gripe. I'm really excited to finish this book out. It's a thick one, but it's a good one, and I'm impressed and I'm intrigued by Brandon Sanderson. I definitely want to see this trilogy out to the end, and once I finish it, maybe I'll post the review. But those are a newbie, semi-casual reader's point of view of Mistborn and Brandon Sanderson as a whole. Definitely intrigued by Brandon Sanderson, and I will be looking into more of his works. And if you're a fan of Brandon Sanderson or his books overall, please leave some suggestions for me in the comment section down below after I finish Mistborn. I don't know if I want to go through the entire trilogy right away. If you suggest another book for me to read after this one of his that you think that I would really enjoy, please let me know. And don't forget to leave a like, pop a sub, and comment if this was entertaining for you at all. Leave me some feedback in the comments. I'm new to this. I've always appreciated this sort of content as a viewer, but I wanted to kind of dabble into the creation side. So, all right, thanks for bearing with me. I love you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe, and take it easy.